Alright guys, I'm going to try to get through this as quick as possible. This could be a long video. I don't want it to be a long video. So let's kind of get through this. So I had a few of you, when I say a few of you, I mean like 2 people, message me asking me if I would check out Paranormal Nightmare. Specifically the Monroe House stuff. Now, I did watch a little bit of their stuff when they were at the Monroe House. There really wasn't anything there for, for me to like comment on or anything like that. I mean, they're just there investigating. Yeah, sure, they were using apps and other things that I'm kind of like false positives, apps, really. But whatever. So I was like, I'm not going to do anything on this. There's really no point. However, there's a video, and I know Parple, I know Beardo, and other debunkers. They kind of covered I guess the core of this video regarding the family that lives in the house, TikTokers. I did see some of their footage of things getting thrown around and stuff like that, and I was just like immediately, yeah, this isn't real. This is fake. I'm gonna watch Paranormal Nightmares video, not the whole thing. I mean, I have to watch the whole thing, but I'm gonna cut it up in editing just to get to the point. I want to come at this differently. Like I said, I know the couple, they've been debunked. I get it, got it, understand it. I want to come at it at a different angle. I think if I come at it at a different angle, I can offer something to the table, I guess you could say. So let's go ahead. Let's get into this.
Experiencing something truly terrifying. Hopefully with tonight's investigation.
Okay, so right away, I know where they got this from. I'm not knocking or anything like that. This is definitely something that Paranormal State, that TV show, Ryan Buell, Chip Coffey was in it as well, Michelle Bellinger, whatever. This is something that they did in their episodes. They would talk to the clients or the owner of a location, and Ryan would go and say something into a recorder, and then, of course, it would make it into the episode or video.
My brothers and I can uncover what is truly going on inside this house. It is extremely rare for any TikTok conning to allow a professional paranormal group inside to investigate.
Okay, so we just went completely lights out, getting ready to start the investigation. We've got this house literally covered in alarms. I got EMF, which we're getting high EMF spikes, 0.8.
All right, so the EMF spikes, you have this TV, it's going to give off EMF, even though it's off, it's going to give off EMF. In fact, I'll show you guys. All right, so Yeah, here we have a fan up top. A fan can definitely give off EMF. Now, I don't know if this particular fan will give off EMF if it's not running, but I do know a fan that we have in the house, even if it's turned off, it produces a lot of EMF and even far more EMF when it's actually on and spinning.
Yeah, I've never seen this high of a spike in milligauss inside of a house in my life. Remember, we just did that case last weekend.
All right, so real quick, high EMF. Are they going to try to find out where it's coming from? That's important. You don't want this family being bombarded all day and all night with high EMF. High EMF can mess with the mind and body. I won't get into details on the effects of that, but it does affect the mind and body.
South Carolina, and we didn't get any. This is all the way up to 3. If you're standing here with us in this room, can you move out of this room and make this go down?
So he's moving it away from the TV.
Oh. Okay, walk back over towards me.
Now he's turning towards the TV. So now, naturally, it's going to go up.
Huge spike in this room. When I first walked in here, it's literally jumping from 0 to 3.8, 4.1, 4.2.
All right, so real quick, so far, they haven't tried to figure out the source of the high EMF. One of their devices went off. They went into this room. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they try to find the source. The whole point is when we go to a home to investigate, we listen to the claims, the stories, their experiences, but we want to find natural explanations first. High EMF, that can explain certain things that people are experiencing or feeling.
I mean, that is off the charts. Go from a 4.
Okay, so I'm not 100% sure what that is over here, but I think it's one of those like weird like crystal things or whatever. That can definitely give off a lot of EMF.
4.4 all the way down to 0.3. 4.0.
Okay, so I don't know what this thing is over here. I don't even know what this is over here. But these two things could be giving off a lot of EMF.
Whoever or whatever's inside this house that is trying to communicate with this family. My name is Josh, this is Rocky and Sean. We are here tonight to communicate with you, to find out why you're here. Dude, that was freaking loud.
All right, so again, they didn't check to see where the source of EMF is coming from. So far, it seems like they before they even walked into the house, they were convinced that this place is haunted. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting. Because the very first thing that we want to do is to test those claims, see if we can recreate those claims, look for natural explanations, as I mentioned earlier. That has not happened so far.
Are you out here?
Okay, so what is this? I don't know if that's like some sort of air purifier. Is that like a fancy oxygen thing? I don't know what that is. Is it turned on? I can't tell. It looks like it could be turned on, but I can't say for sure. And something like this could definitely give off a lot of EMF as well. So we have the TV, the fan, possibly this thing over here that can give off a lot of EMF.
If you were knocking out here, can you do that again for us, please? Are you attached to this chair?
I find it odd that they would have a chair with 666 on it. It seems, and I don't mean this towards Paranormal Nightmare. The family. It just seems like, it just seems odd. Almost like this is going to be used as a prop or something.
Are you attached to this chair?
Alright, so again, so far, they haven't tried to track down where this high EMF is coming from. That would be very helpful. Why are they not tracking the source? Honestly, it seems like they're coming at this as if it is absolutely haunted. That these strange EMF readings are caused by something paranormal. And that's how it's coming across to me. Hold on, before we move any further, I bet you the EMF meter is going to go off like crazy.
To find out why you're here and where you came from. The EMF spikes here are freaking absolutely crazy.
Well, there's an explanation for that. You're standing next to the fridge. It appears to be a pretty old refrigerator, and right behind him is a microwave, a toaster oven, and what looks to be like a router, a wireless router. And right there is the smoke alarm. Could somebody, for the love of God, please put a battery in that fucking smoke alarm? Please.
I've never seen it go from like...
Yeah, see, right behind him, we have this, what looks like a toaster oven to me, the microwave. I've already shown that even if this stuff isn't turned on, it's plugged in, it's still emitting EMF. And we got something here. I don't know what that is. But whatever it is, it's on.
Hello? Are you affecting our equipment? I mean, it's literally going from 0 and then spiking all the way up to 4 point whatever. We brought all this equipment in here tonight to talk to you. There's a reason why you attached to this family.
I heard something. Yeah, I did too. It sounded like something got moved.
But we got a bunch of cameras going.
Alright, so they heard a dragging sound. To me, that sounded like either a car drove by or the heating unit kicked on. So far, they're treating everything as if it's a paranormal event. Now, I know when we hear things or something happens, we do treat it as a paranormal event first. But we'll always go back, try to figure out what it was, and try to debunk it. I have not seen that happen yet.
And then we've also, the family's left all of their security cameras inside the house recording. So this house is like...
Wait, hold on. This window back here.
All of their security cameras inside the house recording. So this house...
So it was likely a car, is what they were hearing.
This is like literally covered in cameras.
It's a loud thump.
That tapping sound sounded
Later,
like
we're
it was
going to
the
use
floor.
scripture and holy water. And we're going to force you out of this house.
Josh,
What?
I'm in this room back here.
Alright, so they heard knocking again. But let me roll that back.
Like moaning back.
You a human spirit?
That tapping was not a tap, it was the floor. There was a sound associated with that tapping that was not pointed out. So it really seems like they are presenting all of this as if it is paranormal. Car driving by. And there's a knocking sound.
What?
I'm in this room back here. We're just
Okay, so that knocking sound could have something to do with the car driving by or one of the appliances.
standing by the door. Thought I heard like a little kid, like moaning back here.
They've heard kids here before.
Can you make that noise again? I swear I keep hearing something that's really faint.
Right there.
The hell was that?
It's like a kid.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a kid to me. And they're presenting it as if they heard a disembodied voice of a child. That sound is very, very familiar to me. If it's not the floor, then it's the camera, and it has to do with the focus. I had a camera, I believe it was a Sony camera, that when it would focus, it would make that noise. It was very faint. It didn't do it all the time, but once in a great while, it would make that noise. That's what that could be. Or it was just the floor.
I try not to touch these, but for the
So again, so far, I have not seen any debunking going on. I have not seen them take items that were captured moving on their own or allegedly moving on their own and trying to figure out how that was done. There's absolutely no debunking going on here whatsoever.
place here, and it's possible we can talk to you.
Back here in that bedroom.
Okay. That sounds like a really, really slow sweep. They're going to get stuff coming through.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
Okay, so that sweep sounds like it's 250 milliseconds. That's how fast the sweep is. That's slow. And that is a lot of time for radio stations to come through very clearly. Let me turn my SB7 on here.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
Okay, so yeah, it sounds like 250 millisecond sweep is what they had that on, and that is really slow. I'm gonna let this go just a little bit so you guys can hear it and have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to predict when something's gonna come through. Okay, something's gonna come through.
25%.
You can tell just by looking at the radio stations, that's how slow the swoop is. So here's what I'm gonna do. Is there anyone here with me right now? Can Can you tell me your name?
Well, tell me.
Are you a demon? Alright, so I think you guys get the point.
Power off.
I guarantee they're not communicating with anything.
Something Bishop.
Yeah.
Are you from the Catholic Church?
That's not a yes. That was somebody singing.
Crazy. Did you attach yourself to Liz? Are you a human spirit? Where are you at inside this house right now?
Okay, so I did not hear a couple of things that they claim that they're hearing and putting on screen. This isn't spirit communication of any kind. That's radio coming through. I mean, it's very obvious. I guess the reason why he's showing that is because the temperature is 66.6 degrees. Okay, that doesn't prove anything. Just, I guess, makes the video a little more interesting. And again, so far as I'm watching this, there's nothing that says there's a demon in the house. They didn't do any kind of debunking. They haven't tested, they haven't put the claims to the test. They didn't try to recreate anything. They're literally investigating this house as if it is haunted.
I'm just curious if these...
I'm only 5.
Walking. I'm only 5.
Something clicked on.
Alarm's
And the
going
alarm
off.
went off. Something clicks on, that alarm goes off.
Alarm's going off. Alarm's going off.
Alright, so let's see if he tries to debunk why the alarm went off. It sounds like either the refrigerator or the heater kicked on.
Are you setting my alarm off? Are you out here now? Yes. I don't know, when you walk out here, you just get like a heavier feel. That's what's strange, is I'm not getting... I want to see if these cameras are causing...
Is he?
Bedroom. Fighting.
If you're in the bedroom, come out here.
Let's see if he debunks this.
Super lightheaded right here.
No.
Kid's bedroom. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing a sweep throughout the house. So that's what's weird. Now look at this.
I'll throw something.
Then do it. Alarm's going off. Is this the bedroom you're in? I mean, just absolutely flatlined. The entire house is flatlined now. I mean, that's what that helps validate.
No, that doesn't help validate anything. One is that is directional. Wherever you're aiming at is where it's going to pick up EMF. Now, I know earlier when he was next to the TV, the antenna was pointed away from, or somewhat away from the TV, but he was still getting EMF. Excuse me, guys. But look at the way he's holding it now. He's holding it straight up. So no, it may not be picking up EMF until he holds it in a different position. Let's see if he holds it in a different position. But even still, if he holds it in a different position and it's still flatline, it doesn't validate anything because EMF does that. Well, I mean, that's a normal thing. So I didn't mention this earlier. I wanted to point this out. He has a device here, and I'm seeing outlets up over the chair. There is extension cords. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word, but anyways, there are extension cords just up over against the wall of this chair. I'm just gonna predict that this device is gonna go off, and it has to do with the extension cords and power cables and stuff. Let's see what happens.
Doll.
I like the toys.
Oh, I like the toys. I just stuck the alarm by the doll and it said I like the toys.
Angry.
Sit here. They said that you like moving that chair. Can you rock the chair for me?
Yeah, so there's the extension cord. And we have more extension cords, cables, stuff like that over here. And it's next to the TV, so it's like a guarantee that this is going to go off.
For me? See, that's what I was originally thinking, is because this chair is by this vent, maybe this vent was causing the chair to move. As you guys can see,
Fred.
this air has been on and off all night, and the chair has not moved.
That's a glider.
That vent is not causing this chair to move. I mean, obviously, flying around your house isn't natural, but can we explain, alarm.
Alright, so I have watched this entire video all the way through. He brought the lady in, had her kind of investigate with him, which that's not a problem. Sometimes we do that to rule certain things out. I did take issue, though, with devices being around her. Any investigator will say that's not a good idea. Don't let people, homeowners, the residents, whoever, mess with the gear or see the gear or whatever. That's just a no-no because it can really mess with them. I'm not even going to go deeper into that. Just it's a bad idea. And then they did a cleansing at the end. I don't know too much about these guys. Apparently they've done thousands of residential cases and doing it for like 20 years. To me, this does not come across as well-seasoned investigators. This looks like they started investigating as soon as they walked through that door. It's when they started to investigate. There was absolutely no debunking. They didn't challenge the claims. They didn't try to recreate any of the claims. They didn't chase down exactly where the high EMF is coming from. I didn't hear them talk to the homeowner about how high the EMF is and what they should do about it and how it can affect them and the rest of their family. And I have no idea how they determined that there was a demon there. I mean, this says when demons attack, so it is suggesting that this is a demonic case, poltergeist case. And I haven't seen any evidence to support that in any way, shape, or form. I also want to point out, too, that when we investigate residentials, it isn't a one-night thing. They did this in one night. You can't determine if the place is haunted what's haunting it, or if it's not haunted, what's going on. You can't determine that in one night. It takes multiple investigations to figure out what's truly going on. And this doesn't seem like the case here. We have one night of them investigating, and that's it. I personally, and I'm gonna sound like an asshole. I would not recommend them to anyone who is having what they believe is paranormal activity going on in their home. I mean, just looking at it, all they did was go in looking for a demon or a ghost. I mean, that was it. They did not look for natural explanations in this. And I don't know if this is how they do their investigations. God, I hope not. And maybe there's stuff here that's missing that we're not seeing. But if that's the case, then it's, very much being misrepresented. So, I don't know what more to say. With that, guys, I mean, that's it. Love you all. See you in the next one. I thought I was done with this video, but I found out during a live stream that there was a update video put out, or response video or something like that put out there by Paranormal Nightmare, specifically by one of the guys, and I don't remember his name off the top of my head, and I apologize for that. I was a little confused. So, the video that was put out there, not the response or the update video, but the video that I just did one on, that whole time, it was just like they were there. They said that they were having experiences. They were hearing sounds, hearing what sounded like a child. I mean, like, the way the video is presented is they were documenting paranormal activity. But also, it was admitted that they had seen the videos from that family and that they knew that they were faking it. The reason why they went out there is because they were afraid that this family was going to continue to do this, also with them bringing in certain items such as that rocking chair, having the Ouija board, and I don't know, some like tribute to Satan or something like that kind of thing. I don't remember what it was called. Bringing that in a home would open up that door, especially with them faking, and have something that is not fake come in and, well, basically train wrecking their life. So I understand what they're saying with that, but you guys kind of did something that you told them they should not do. And that was by going to their home. And again, it seemed like you guys were getting activity the way it was presented. Again, no debunking, nothing, nada. Not even the claims. But by you guys doing that, you also put them in danger of what you were afraid could happen to them. Now, I understand you guys did that blessing and everything like that. Hey, sometimes blessings just don't work. Sometimes, in certain cases, it is a battle, and sometimes it can be a really long battle. So that didn't make sense to me. Just the way everything was presented, and then with the update video and stuff like that, there were still things that just really didn't make sense with me. I'm not going to play that video. You guys can go check it out. I'm going to put a bunch of links in the description box to all the debunkers I can think of off the top of my head, to those people who own that house, their YouTube channel, as well as Paranormal Nightmare. Now, I don't think Paranormal Nightmare was faking anything. I'm just confused as to why they went at it as if it was haunted. They claim that they were hearing a child's voice, high EMF, like no debunking whatsoever. Also claim that, they did confront the lady about the things being faked, and that was done on a live stream. I think what you guys could have done was really capitalize on that whole situation. It would have benefited not only your channel, but also the paranormal community. And it would have really made you guys shine. Like, it really would have. I would have, first off, I would not have investigated the house the way you guys did. It was just bad. But I would have had that conversation, like that stuff recorded. If you guys got that stuff recorded, put it out there. It'll definitely do you guys a favor. But I would have put that all in the video, and I also would have taken all of those claims and the videos that they made, and I would have debunked them. I would have destroyed what they had put out there and put it in that video. You guys could have had one hell of a banger video. Like it would have been like great. Like it would have completely destroyed what you guys put out there on that house. And you guys just kind of like missed that opportunity. And that's not to say to try to humiliate that family or anything like that, but it would show the community, hey, we don't put up with this shit, and you do shit like this, we're going to expose you. Now, I know in that update video, you guys talked about how you did confront certain individuals for faking things and things like that, which is great. But this, again, could have been a really big opportunity to really put some good, valuable information out there, and it really would have put you guys like in that spotlight. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. That's all I got to say about it, guys. And this time for real. Till the next one, love you all. See ya.